It's cap time. We got all of the Vishay Astron replacements in, so we can now go through and get rid of every single one, including these two down here, in place of these beefier 630 volt versions. So let's get to it. Probably just going to time lapse through this because it's a bit boring, and you guys have seen me do it so many times. So let's get to it. All right, so we have just finished up with swapping out the Astrons in these locations, and I'm leaving these two for right now because the owner provided two Jupiter caps to put in these two positions to see if those change the tone at all. So I think what we'll do is a side-by-side comparison with the original Astron versus the Jupiter versus the Vishays. So I'll confirm if the owner wants the Jupiters in here for sure either way. If so, I'll do the Jupiters last in that comparison. That way we don't have to take it all out and redo it. Yeah, and that should be interesting because I know a lot of people question about the tonal changes with those Jupiter caps because they're quite a bit more expensive than these Vishay caps here, which are very high quality and well known to be good caps, but whether they sound exactly like the Astron, like the Jupiter claims, who knows? So maybe we'll do a three-way side-by-side or at least a two-way side-by-side. But that'll be for tomorrow. For now, I'm pretty happy with how all of this came out. If you're wondering why the orientation is different in places, I'm purely matching the orientation of the original caps. You can see they have this line indicating one side of it and the way that the letter is written. So these have the line on the bottom and the rest have the line on the top, and then these two have the line on the bottom. So I'm just replicating that. And yeah, I think it looks nice, looks really clean. Obviously it's a bit difficult because the caps are so much smaller than the originals, so it does look just a bit different. It's a little goofy, which is why we want to keep the Astrons there in the first place. They just look so classic, especially when you've got the original caps like we have, or the original shells of the caps like we have here. But obviously performance overall, so we will adjust as necessary. But I'm pretty happy with where we're at tonight, so we'll end here and pick this up tomorrow with the comparison. Back here with the 6G4 Super, we made a lot of headway last night on the Astrons. So now we've got the last two remaining here to replace. So we'll just do a recording of the original versus those two and see if we can hear a difference or not. Should be interesting. The other ones, I would guess wouldn't really change the tone much. These are part of the trem circuit. The harmonic trem is quite complicated. I don't have a schematic in front of me, but I believe this is all part of the trem circuit. We've got the phase inverter over here. This is for the presence knob off of the phase inverter. Do I have that right? Yeah. So so these two, I'm guessing, will have the most effect on tone since they're part of the tone stacks for the two channels. So that's what we'll be swapping. Now to do that, we will be using a looper pedal. So I've got this here, full transparency. The company sent me this. I honestly get probably, I would say 5 emails a week from pedal companies specifically asking me to do stuff on the channel. And I always say no because I'm not interested in that. But these guys emailed me after I had already purchased on Amazon the exact same looper pedal. And I saw my emails a little bit later. I was like, oh shoot, they already emailed me. I'll save $60 or whatever that it is, and have them send it to me on one stipulation. I'm not doing a review video of the pedal. I'll just use it for loops on the channel, and they agreed to that. So there you go. They did send me this. It's going to be a benefit to the channel. If you don't like that, sorry. It's going to be helpful. So that's the plan. We'll throw loops into this and then just swap the caps and record all that and hopefully have some solid takeaways when we're done. So let's get to it. Well, I cannot wait to hear that back. You guys will have just heard that in the video, the comparison. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I have no idea. There's too much time that went between the cap installs for me to really have a good idea of the tone differences. So I look forward to hearing it for myself and reading what you guys have to say. Either way, spoke to the owner and he wants to keep the Jupiters in pretty much regardless. So those are it as far as Astron swaps are concerned. I did forget to film/mention I did swap the last remaining Astron that was over here connected to the intensity control of the trem. So that's just tucked away under here. But yeah, other than that, we are good to go on this amp. There will be a few little things I want to just confirm. I want to really play this in. You know, I have lots and lots of sound checks with different settings and all that to make sure it's all behaving correctly before we send this off. We'll clean the tube sockets again. We'll clean the pots again. Really top to bottom, try and make sure that this is 100% zero chance for issues with the owner once he gets it back. So, but as you guys heard, seems to be sounding great. These are all with the tubes the owner sent with the amp with them labeled for each tube socket. So I believe this is from his testing of different tubes that sounded the best or just worked the best. So I'm detecting absolutely zero issues. As you guys heard, sounds fantastic. I did dime the normal channel too, which sounded great. And yeah, it's sounded like a killer amp. So anyways, I guess we're going to go ahead and end right here. And trying to think if there's anything else we might do on camera. I don't think so. So if there's an update after this, it'll be because I found something else to work on. But otherwise, just going to be routine maintenance. I'll film some more clips for the owner to see, just to fully confirm everything and show all of it working perfectly. And once again, I apologize to you, Scott. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting this back to you, and hopefully it's rock solid for you for years and years to come, like it should have been from the get-go. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this sort of content, subscribe. And until next time, see ya.